I hope that's not a sign for what's to come. We'll totally be so entertained. Totally. I can say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is about letting others know they're important. This is a pretty well understood phenomenon. Uh, rocket science, not, right? It's pretty simple to believe and to understand that people want to feel important. There's like a whole book by Dale Carnegie, Dale Carnegie, and he really does hype a lot. And I didn't read the book recently, but it is coming to my mind right now. But he hyped a lot about how the one thing other people want is to feel important. And that is something that you can give as a human being. You can use your words, you can use your actions, you can use your focus to make other people feel important. And there's a lot of ego involved when it comes to making other people feel important, especially if you haven't exactly been feeling significantly important, right? However, I honestly believe by making another person feel important, you basically gain more importance in their mind's eye, in their grand fractal of the universe, in their whole, right? So by vice versa, making, and you have that power. All of us do. Thank you, friends, for making me feel important by your presence in this moment. And in vice versa, you are important to me, right? Because if you weren't here right now, these words would be falling on deaf ears, on no ears, right? Words falling on deaf ears is at least some ears, but no ears would be worse. So, thank you again, friends. You are important. If you can hear those words, if those words have grazed your ears, you are important. And I thank you for joining me. Joy V, you are important, dude. We all are, dudes and dudettes, and those who don't do's and dudettes. All of us are so important. Very much so. Stay around. Joy, you are also important. Yeah, no, you talk that. I know, Joy V says, good. You're important too. If you don't believe me, ask Dr. Fediman, a man of much importance. Indeed. Thank you, Joy V and Dr. for taking the assignment seriously. Good. Good. Yes. Communicate. More importance. Good. Tell people. Run out on the streets. Tell a random person in their bathrobe getting their mail. Hey, person! Have you heard the good news? They start looking, eyes darting back and forth. You are important! Them waiting for more, realizing that's it. Huh. You know what? Maybe I'm important. That person took time out of their day to shout at me. Was that nice? I think it was nice. I think it was nice of them to shout at me like that. Was it? Surely. Duckling hogged the whole bed last night, and I had an ass cheek and a half off the side. Was the bed that small? Or was she just taking up that much space? Love is true. I hope your vacation is going well, Duck Dad. It's nice of you to spend a moment with us. I needed to hear that today. You're all very important to me too. Regularly joining in has been one of the best decisions I made in 2024. I really like this group. We like you too, Finn. Beyond a shadow of a doubt that love is true. It's almost surreal in some ways. I talked a little bit about this space this weekend and yesterday. Yesterday, technically, was inspired by this space, where someone asked me, how are you capable? How do you have the motivation to stream every day? And I go, I don't. No, I only have the motivation to stream today. Right? I only have the motivation to stream today. That's all I need the motivation for. I don't need 1,274 units of motivation. I just need one. I just need one motivation. All right. And you friends have made that one motivation easy to acquire. And in that, we have created, right? Despite the chaos of our world, despite the chaos of our minds, despite the chaos of our circumstances, despite the chaos of our relationships, I would like to create something stable for myself that I can lean on, right? And despite all of the things that I've been through over the last few months, good and bad, this space has been consistently here every 4 p.m. for me, day after day after day, right? And in that way, it keeps me sane. Maybe sane isn't the right word. I probably wouldn't be insane, but I probably would be less present. And I already feel like that's the thing that I'm struggling with the most is presence. No, surely, Melt. You don't struggle with no, no, seriously. I do try and be present, and I feel like that's why I might seem present. But I struggle with it. There's like many hours of my day where I just have this kind of dissociative haze sometimes. Sometimes, right? Where I'm just kind of like quiet and in my mind. And that state of being might be, what is it? Meditative, maybe? But I don't know if it's helpful. And it's particularly not when it comes to what people might be thinking, right? I'm unfortunately one of those individuals who, at some point in my life, realized that there can be less communication issues if you just tell people what you're thinking about all the time. It might be too much sometimes. Like there's a give and a take there. It can be had. But yeah, telling people what's on your mind makes it a little bit easier for them to know where they stand. I do have some Pheno 1 in here. So I can technically heat it up and encourage it to join us in the outside world. Wouldn't that be an experience? There's a little muggy that's been messing with my field of vision. Muggy is like a little fruit fly. Smallish bed, bruh. Stop, please. No, this time. This time I got it. Guess what? I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you're awesome, and I hope your day is amazing. So nice, Kristen. Thank you. I'm gonna take all of that energy with me while I heat up this white rhino. Wow. Hi, Shadow. Thanks. The details would take hours, but basically, I was offered a better job in a different department, but my HR department wouldn't let me move. It's beyond frustrating. Hmm. Can we sue them? That's what we do in America, right? We sue the HR department, or make them pay you more. Either or. And so I choose to steal a day from them today. Yeah, your day, dude. HR is the most useless profession fit, so you have to deal with it. Love is true. Good luck, bro. Hopefully they figure something out. We have Loizana here too, blessing all of our friends. It's nice having you here, friend. Oh no, that's awful. I knew someone whose boss pulled strings to prevent them from getting a new job in the company. Very sad when that happens. The corpus. Let's get ask him up. I'm fine. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure. I'm, I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Yeah, you see, I'm heating up. Sometimes, sometimes you get these rushes of waves of warmth just drizzling down your body, and it feels good. Feels really good. It's not what I have all the time, so bless taking these moments close to heart. Dark truth. I'm pretty sure stress from the department gave me the hernia. Jeez. I want to ask more questions, but I'll trust you to tell me. Tell me what's going on if you want to. If you want to. Virgin lungs melt. I mean, at this point, my lungs are pretty sensitive. Ever since I started vaping, marijuanas, not nicotines, my lungs have been significantly more attuned to softer vapors. And if I now inhale smoke, it really clutches me. It feels like I'm inhaling little sponges. Technically, that is exactly what I'm doing, right? Because there's like microporous particulate that probably do absorb moisture as it touches my esophagus. So it is like I'm inhaling sponges. Extremely dry little sponges alongside all of the vapors I do want to inhale. And with this, it's kind of just like a little steaminess. All right, that's kind of what it's like. But it can still be a little bit much, especially if I go too fast, go too far too fast. Last night at 1 a.m., I sat in the pitch black dark on a very secluded beach and listened to the waves crash hard as the wind blew sand all over my body at 30 miles per hour. The universe was sandblasting me. But it showed me that we as people have so much background noise and effects constantly, but with a little discomfort, our bodies will indeed stand strong. That is a beautiful point you're making. An important point to keep the topic relevant you're making. Yeah, your body is very capable. Like more than you think you are. And one of the ways that I showed myself that is with fasting. Like just not eating food. The longest I fasted for is 2 weeks. I didn't eat anything for 2 weeks because I can. And like the real trip about not eating for 2 weeks isn't what you might think, right? Like feeling weak or like you have no energy, but quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. You feel better. You feel like more of yourself when you have eaten nothing for 2 weeks. Right? And it shows you that bodily resilience. It shows you that this thing you are is like operating on a level that your brain doesn't really have access to understanding. Right, very powerful being indeed. There's a little fly distracting me. I'm switching off my distractions. Boom. Boom. Body tuned. Now no more fly noise will make me angry. Fit Demon, HR can really suck. I had a similar situation that I'm still salty about 10 years later. I'm thinking about like maybe you told me about the situation, Louisiana. Maybe it's too personal to talk about. Hey, I see Jovan. Y'all are so important to me. Lurky, love you. Sam Fit, Louisiana, Duck, Preston, Joy, fellow lurkers, Felton more. We love you. Joe, thank you for joining us, even in lurking. I'm the same. Yo, folks, it's Thursday. You know what that means. We do. Bless you, Sam. To the friends who don't know, do let them know, Sam. There we go. You do. Nice. I'll read your message now. Dog, that beach experience sounds beautiful. I'm the same. I coughed up a storm during my first of the day. If I smoked now, it would feel like a punch in the throat. That sounds sublime. Yeah. Yeah, the smoking. Like it is hard. Yesterday, I smoked way more than I intended to because people were bringing me joints. And I'm like too nice to say no. two joints at least. I'll say no to tobacco easy. I'll even ask them, is there tobacco in it? Because sometimes they put tobacco in their joints, and then I get to say no easily. But if it's just weed, and they'll let me know because they know me now. They'll be like, "Don't worry, Melt. There's no tobacco in here. You can just you can just go right ahead." And I'm like, "Oh well, a dirt. At least it's not every day anymore, right? Love is true." Rabbit, it was so nervy and unsettling, but I think that's what the universe wanted to show me. That I'm in control of little. I just kept focusing on the Big Dipper, try to forget about the pain. I love how Duck Dad's options were like go back inside or try and forget about the pain, and Duck Dad chose try and forget. I'm just poking fun at you. I love you, bro. It's still very cool, man. You having that experience. Sounds like something other than beautiful, but still cool. Yeah, love is true. Track Thursdays is upon us. Where will I take you? Shall you experience the pleasure planet, Riza? Pleasure planet. Would you like to take a balls to the wall trip through space on the Critios? Ceratus? I'm so sorry, Sam. I can feel Sam cringing to death. I'm so sorry. Come, maybe you know what? Actually, I did it on purpose. I'm giving you the Ningle right now. I know, on purpose. That's what's happening. Choices. Like weirdly enough, you talking about the whole pleasure planet thing. I have a friend. I mean, friend is a strong term. I have seen him a total of 4 times in my life, every single time. Uh, Very high because we're at a festival, right? Not me so very high, but maybe this other person. But I won't say names, and I hope he doesn't know that I'm talking about him if he's watching right now. I highly doubt that he would. And with all of those caveats to caveated, he tells me that he wants to make a pleasure island on Earth. He wants to eventually buy an island and then make a pleasure island. And I instantly go squinty eyed, where I'm like, you what now? You want to do what now? And then he goes, but it's not for like purchase. Like there is no money exchanged on the island, but it is more in honor of pleasure, right? As a purity almost. And he's explaining this to me, he's explaining, and I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And then you talking about a pleasure planet. I wonder if that's kind of same vibes. Let me know, Sam. Rapid the sound of waves and wind and sand was deafening. Max volume. Well, it's not currently. No. So Risa episodes are fine. That's insane, Doc. I have showered and exfoliated. Being ashy is a cardinal sin for black people. Does being ashy mean like having like dry skin that is like a little bit flaky? Is that what ashy means? And then in that case, does exfoliating help? And do you scrub yourself with like a body butter with like an exfoliant in it? With like a sandy or sugar? I've heard that sugar can work as well, or like maybe coffee beans. I've been using your body butter that you've been sending me yesterday, I should say. I body buttered myself, and I was thinking to myself that this tub of body butter that I had came all the way from America as a gift from you, Joyce. So bless you, a cardinal sin. Is that true? Would you get like flamed by your family if you show up ashy? Will they say something about it, or will they feel bad for you and not say something about it? They said they say okay, I get it. Love is true. Sam, you're an incredible Galacticos. Love is true. I bet you're glowing, feeling nice and fresh. That like post shower feel on your skin, where you're like super moisturized. And inside is where the sleeping child monster lurk. Sand pain preferred. I'm giving you the ningle on purpose, you fucker. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's power. You're important, Sam, and the way your mind works is important as well. And it is important that I get right these things that are important to you. It is. So I'm sorry that I don't. But I get, and I am acknowledging the importance here with you in this moment right now. The best episode are the ones where Riker takes a creepy interest in getting John Luke laid. Like I feel like I'm missing some context, bro. Pleasure. What is this pleasure thing you're speaking of? Am I saying it incorrectly? Is it pleasure? Pleasure? Cerritos. Cerritos. That's totally what I said. That's exactly what I said. I said Cerritos. Cerit Cerritos. That's exactly what I said. That's what I would have done. I would have read it exactly like that. Oh, no, 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 no. He has a smile whenever he succeeds. That's just terrifying. You're so right. Those are creepy. I missed all of those. I know where you can get sand. It's in all of my orifices. No, please. Fifth, he recognizes how toxic and unbalanced his relationship with Dr. Soft Lenses. So much what? I have a sea salt exfoliant, and yes, Ashley looks like white and flaky. I moisturize after showering and exfoliating. Yeah. And then in that case, and this might be a little bit TMI kind of vibe, so do not feel like you have to answer me. But I find that you get like more out of your body butter if you moisturize yourself directly after you shower, right? Even like with like a little bit of dampness still on your skin, as opposed to being completely dry. Okay, and then adding moisture because then you're like almost like using half the tub. There's a lot of surface area of skin on a person. You'd be surprised. Suddenly my mind is like, do the math or is it find out online? No, I don't know. That's weird. Oh, stop. Shadow. Shadow. He shouldn't have so much time that he can have a hobby out of getting his captains. Yeah, exactly. The mistakes here is assuming they aren't friends. Friends help friends get laid. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I've never tried to get one of my friends laid. Am I a bad friend? No, I just cannot interface with that world, right? Like my mind would spaz out. Like I respect people too much, and I like kind of handle people with like little golden gloves. Oh, poor gentle soul, let me hold you so gently as to not crush your spirit, right? You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, some of you know what I mean. Exactly what I mean. So, from that perspective, like for me, it's too weird. It's too weird to try and like push two faces together and go, okay, now kiss. I can't. I cannot. I would cringe too hard. hmm I've never heard that expression before. Yeah, yeah. Captain's end way. Yeah, end away. Exactly. Mel saying pleasure gives me no stop. No, no, please, dude. You'll make me not say words forever again. Leave Dr. Muppet alone. So much fractals. The only doctor I recognize on the TNG is a beautiful Dr. Kate Belusky. Yes, that is because water is moisturizing. The body butter and oils we put on after is locking the moisture in. So that why it works best directly after bathing when you're still damp. The more you know. I had to discover that for myself. I had to like figure that shit out at some point. Be like, wait a second, this works better or whatever. And now I get to have some proof. Thank you, Joy. Thank you again for the body butter. What was it called? The Scottish Soap Company. Do I remember right? I'm like seeing the label in my mind's eye, but I'm not sure if that's the exact word. The Scottish Soap Company. Yeah. Sam, but friends don't insist that their boss get laid for their own personal gratification. See again. Yeah. Yeah, more weird. I kind of understand helping a friend hook up. That's what they somehow need, but Riker's way, his demeanor, is just icky. I don't know what you friends are talking about, and I feel good about that. I feel like I'm like at a win. Like I'm not losing this time. Usually I feel like I'm at a loss when you friends are like this cool thing, but right now I'm like good. She's spunky and opinionated. She challenges Data and forms his deep friendship with Worf, and she grows as a character. Beverly has sex with a ghost that lives in a lamp, as you do. You know, have a glass of wine, have sex with a ghost in a lamp. You know, watch your favorite TV show, like casual Saturday night. Sounds like some Mass Effect stuff your friends are talking about. I mean, it's kind of close. Mass Effect and Star Trek, I see them potentially being like universe adjacent. I'm posting proof on Discord. We're gonna see some creepy ass smile now. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Like I like how my mind's way of trying to cope is trying to talk about like moisturizing my own body. Like that's better. Yeah, came to the US and then went to U in South Africa and around the world. All Layat body butter from Scottish Soap Company. I don't know if I said that correctly, but yeah, it's fancy. Fancy. Scottish, Scotland, then all the way America land, and then all the way South Africa land. That's that's so disgustingly inefficient. My mind, and I'm joking now as well, Joy V. I'm joking now as well. I'm just thinking about like how literally a king 300 years ago could not expect that. Could not expect a product to go from. I mean, maybe you could expect that. Maybe you could pay for it. But the fact that some dude living in Hartbeespoort in South Africa in his t-shirt in the middle of winter can moisturize his skin with a body butter that came from Scotland and then got packaged by the hands of an American. A king can't! No, a king can't! A king can't ask for that. No, can't. Only me can have in the year 2024. I am so important. I am doing a bit, of course, but that is today's stream topic. All of us do have that importance. What am I reading right now? We found cocaine up the noses of pharaohs. Ancient trade routes were fucking wild. Like I don't know what you're saying. Are you saying they were like storing cocaine inside the pharaohs to to trade with it to move the cocaine around, or were the pharaohs doing the cocaine? Was there cocaine when the pharaohs were walking the earth? I guess maybe no. No, surely they wouldn't be. Maybe they had the leaves and they were chewing the leaves, but the actual concentrate. Did they know how to chemistry well enough to do that stuff? Did they have the solvents? I think that would be the real problem. You need the solvents. You need some good solvents. Mm. I don't want to Google that. I feel like you'll be put on a list, bro. This guy, he wants to know some sketch information. I am going to get my goodbye message generated. My mind feels a little bit tight. Maybe I should show you what we've been busy with today. I think that will be cool. First album, Mine Captain's Log. No, please. No. They tested the corpses and found that they were doing cocaine from the residue. They were doing cocaine from the residue in the nostrils. They were importing it through unknown sea peoples, likely the Phoenicians. Yes, bro. Maybe don't snort things, you know. Maybe that's not good for you or whatever. Look at these dudes playing Diablo.
Diablo 4, yes.
They're slaying demons. Demons are being slain. Alright, we tested their bliss again. Sam, also an amazing historian. Here's my room. Excuse it for its messes. But look your eyes. We generate. This is basically our generation frame. And of course I had to go 34s. Is this done? Hey, it's done! John! It's done! Yeah! Are you okay? Oh. Yeah, video saved though. Video saved in the folder. Let's go and check it out. Can we... Maybe we'll pop you in.
It will be in our actual directory. First,
Stable
extras.
diffusion, outputs, infinite zoom. There we go. Will my PC be able to run this? This is the question again.
It's gonna be 30 FPS. For now, it can still run it because.
So the event we're building this media for is gonna be this big mountain. So we're gonna cut this media and then make it go into the mountain and then have like some design elements maybe. Like just moving the camera as well makes it look like you're going into this world. Oh, it's taking. Oh no, it's there. I paused it. It's so pretty, dude. We are gonna run it through some upscalers again, and you can see the squares, but it doesn't look bad. And again, on the scale we're going to be making it on, or projecting it on, it's not going to matter that much. So much world. And then we can loop it back as well.
Go into the forest.
I hope this is melting your brains as much as it's melting mine.
Now we have to run it through an upscaler.
You want to see how long it's gonna take? You'll see. This thing is 3 minutes long, dude. I think there might be some
I set the
weirdness.
speed. I set the
Oh,
speed.
okay.
Now imagine this speed times 3, yo.
It's not
That's
as
the default speed.
it's not as jittery as it was last time. Remember?
I made it even slower.
It's still a little bit jittery, but not as much. The squares are visible though. Do you think it's gonna matter?
No. It's gonna be on a rock face. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a flat canvas.
that's true.
We're literally just gonna have infinitely zooming textures. It's gonna look like the rock face running away from you.
And the best part,
Mountain,
like
come back.
at this point of the texture, it's gonna fall apart completely. So us having like a nice big element with something solid and pretty.
I think the upscaling will also do some work. We can do that thing with the noise.
Yeah. We
With
can
the
we can try noise and then see if we can bring it back because the last time we overdid the noise. I gooide a lot of noise like.
Yeah. It's still going.
It's still going. It's still gonna go for like 30 more
Woo!
seconds. Yeah, these are the new ones we haven't seen yet. Yo, that's very pretty. It makes me so happy. And then done. Very cool, Bobulo. Very nice. You wanna make more?
Dude, it's still moving. There's still.
Yeah, like your brain goes like continuously afterwards. All right. This is what it looks like when it generates these frames. Yeah.
Did it only generate the keyframes this time, and then it was done? Because with the no upscaling.
I think what might have happened is there was less inpainting here, dude. That's why it was
I think it's literally because there's no upscaling
Whatsoever.
enabled whatsoever. So it's just making the keyframes and then filling the frames. It's not like
It might
because
end
last
up-
time, remember, it made that huge list, but that was because it was saying like grid
Mm.
grid upscale this, grid upscale. So it was scaling up in the grid.
It might end up being
Formation of the
faster than
image.
to upscale it through this, bro. Did we go to 4K and beyond?
Yes, now we do a fucking nice export here.
60 FPS. How much noise do you want to add?
20.
You see 20 to 10 is the
I
max.
said 20%.
Okay. And recover. Let's recover more detail this time. Last time it wasn't enough.
We can recover full detail because there's still lots of like blurriness and stuff in the file we still have.
Just put a processor. It's gonna be like.
Oh, okay, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, poor PC.
It's gonna be like 1 frame per second. Let's recover 55 detail. Focus fix. No, we don't need this.
Same.
Focus fix for like input videos, original settings can be improved.
Oh, no.
For autofocus video footage and increased processing speed for higher resolution inputs. Frame interpolation.
AI model. Which AI model?
I think Apollo's one of the better ones. Duplicate. Sensitivity.
What does sensitivity do?
It's raise the slider to increase sensitivity for removing duplicates. So the higher the frame, like it's gonna then probably like chop up our entire video in pieces. It's like, no, there's too many duplicates. So I think
Like 20 as well, 20%.
no, I think higher is worse for us.
No, but I think what it's gonna do is remove duplicates and just add more moving frames.
You think so?
Yes, that's what it's. I think it's gonna remove that jitteriness that we see.
Okay.
Because that jitteriness is from duplicate frames and then all of a sudden, movement, and then all of a sudden, movement.
Hey, this is stabilization. Stabilization will not instant renders, okay? Rolling shutter. We don't need stabilization, do we? Reduce camera shake from your video. We don't actually
don't
have
have
camera
any
shake.
camera
Exactly.
You can
Motion
switch that
blur.
off completely.
It is off completely now.
Oh, okay.
Motion blur
No,
and grain.
no.
And let's just check the output again. All right. And then it's gonna download a model.
And then it's gonna take
Yeah, we're gonna see.
20 minutes. I know.
This is a 3-minute
30.
video. Upscaling to 6 to 4K.
Okay.
It's gonna take an
40
hour.
minutes, an hour.
It's gonna take an hour. Let's see how long it says. So we'll be lucky if we get more than 2 frames per second being generated. Let's see if we get Rocky. Show us. Show us. Make rock. Download motor faster. Yes. Yes, we have pushed things into 8K 60 FPS. Yes. It is a nightmare. 1.3 gig files for 20 seconds. Still downloading Matter. There we go.
Files so big they crash media players.
Literally crash media player. Like your PC starts stuttering to the point of you cannot log out of the media player. Loading the motors. My PC is probably gonna start making noises now as well.
Model is loaded.
Yeah, we're lucky, dude. We're getting 2 frames per second at least. Look at us,
Easy.
lucky fishes. Now just for 1 hour and 30 minutes of process to make more pretty. Yeah.
Then it's gonna be so crispy.
Crisp. Well, good thing we came and checked so that thing can process it again.
Ik kan maar aangaan en goed is. Ek my gat nie. Moet net nie die legendary passives opvolg nie. Of ek sal dit net later weer fix sien met die belangrikste goed is op met jewelry. Dit is die multiplier vir
Here we go. Giving you friends a little bit of a behind the scenes of what the media making looks like on this side. Running local AI on my computer card. Why? Because we're capable of that now. Us human beings, us random ass kids living somewhere in Africa can just do shit like that. We live in the future and it is awesome. It is so cute. It is so fantastically cool. We're going Star Trek, literally any second now. I mean, what are we waiting for, Sam? What's keeping us? No, there's nothing wrong with how you're pronouncing pleasure. I was trying to be wary and funny by pretending not to remember what that was, fail. I was getting that, but I was too autistic to properly get it. I was like, maybe that's what she means, but I was like, no, there's something wrong with you. I assume the Phoenicians, they had the seafaring knowledge. Where is Shell? She'll know, bless her. Maybe she'll show up to correct you. What's melting my brain is your flowers look like spaces I've tried to create in real life with my bare hands. Earth and seed. It's like seeing it happen from a tiny drone. Chief Lugal. What a cool name. It's nice having you here. I like your little eyes piercing from the darkness. Sending you blessings. I'm just about finished with the stream. I'm sorry to say goodbye as you're joining us here. It's so pretty. It reminds me of Alex Gray's works, dude. You can't say stuff like it's Stefan. Stefan, go and look your eyes. Oh, go and. Which Stefan is the question? Okay, Aegon. I was about to say Aegon Heggs. Yeah, I was like, I'm meeting a lot of Stefans these days randomly. So go click back, just a little bit. See what we made today. You know, Stefan is joining me randomly. Yeah. Did you?
My Stefan.
Yeah, you're Stefan. Did you send him a message?
No.
What are the odds? I'm like, oh bro, you need to go and Google what we made today, dude. Like, just now.
Yeah, I still don't think your whole stream needs to come and watch it live because that video doesn't work just.
Yeah, this is true. Every single one of yous needs to, like, I don't know, sell your kids or whatever.
Knees.
Sell your knees. Sell your toes. Yeah.
And your kidneys.
Sell your nails. Sell your hair. I don't care. I'm joking, of course. But you should come to South Africa for the Bloom Festival. It's gonna be great fun. We're gonna make it beautiful. I'm still waiting for quotes. Oh, I'm still waiting for quotes. We're going to get quoted for 2 8,000 lumen Christies and 1 20,000 lumen Christie.
Oh, you want to run all 3?
I do want to run all 3.
Depends on the budget.
I'm gonna give him that quote, and then I'm gonna be like, you can cut projectors, but cut the small ones first. We need them when we do. The small ones will help because with the small ones we can feather the outer edges, and then the core will be like in your eyeballs. Ew! We're going to be projecting a rock face, so that's not the perfect projection, surface. So more light, more good. We
At
quote
night
them.
it should be.
Yeah, we quote them for all three. Then you can cut the smaller ones. I'm still kind of like reeling about what our time is worth and how much we charge for the media we're making. And,
The processing.
yeah, because yours also will last 1.5 hour. My PC is gonna be like,
After it's been doing that for 4 hours with the video.
and literally like launching a YouTube video is like for like a few seconds.
Like it packs his hardware like as full as it can.
Yeah.
And it does it so efficiently as well.
It's very.
Like,
I mean, it's pretty stable.
it is stable
Very
because it's not
stable.
like crashes your
PC over and over again.
overload.
And my PC did crash this weekend as well, like catastrophically. We were joking about. We did this whole like bit about how my PC got bought with the belief that I'm gonna become a streamer, you know, and I'm gonna need a good PC. Every streamer has a PC, of course. So if you want to be a good streamer, get good PC. I justify. I spend the money. PC buy. I then end up using PC as like basically a media controller, you know, like it's playing video for the most part. I did play some games, but I did stop in the meanwhile as well after starting this journey. So I didn't even use it for gaming. And then moving here with the business as our approach and our goal, it started working more. And then after this weekend, it dies after like doing some hard work. And then it reawakens to the world and it gets like gets put on the treadmill. And someone is pushing that button to the max, you know, and just watching that PC like run max speed. At least it's winter. At least it's
No
winter.
time for smoke.
Like my PC would not be having that great of a time if it was like cooking 40 degrees Celsius outside.
You have humidifier.
It's actually necessary, the humidifier, bro. Like it's drying my air out in that room, dude. It's like down to like 35, percent humidity. I'm like,
That's crazy. Dude, I'm very excited for what that's gonna look like. And the thing is, for pre-processed footage, like you saw the whole thing change once we put the.
yeah, so yeah, like that. My mind is instantly already doing the mapping. Like that is still like you might be like, oh wow, that looks cool.
It's literally nothing.
Yeah, it's like one layer that's gonna be a part of like a proper flower. Depths. There's so much. We should now next try and get like a viney one with like vines. We should do like really vines. See if we can get vines.
Really vines.
We should really vines.
Do really vines.
We should vines it
Prompt-
so
My
hard.
prompt will just be
Really vines. I mean, maybe that's what it needs, bro. Because the engine is kind of stupid. You know, you have to
You
like.
give it keywords because I think that's how they train the models. Like I told you, they do the captions thing.
Yeah.
So that's how they train all these models on captions. So you more just want to put keyword captions in there because then it's going to siphon from all the databases that have those captions. So that's how it works.
I want Gen 3, bro. I think Gen 3 is gonna be better for stuff like that, dude.
No, you give 9 word make that.
9 word make not enough.
9.
I want more
make
thick.
that.
I want more thick.
You
I
want
want more. I want more like.
Yeah, it's just with this and the theme bloom with flowers, and there's only so much the AI can even do.
Bro,
Like-
the AI needs to get good. Oh, my brain is doing better. My brain do better. My brain see like starting as like points or like logs coming into the frame, and then as those logs go deeper into the frame, there's like pieces coming out of the logs, growing, and
Yes,
then
but your brain didn't carry millions of pixels.
my brain's carrying
Your PC carried
billions
your
of neurons.
PC. Your PC is the one that's like.
Technically outputting those lights, screaming at the mountain. Yeah, screaming in the mountain and light. We're gonna like map some parts of the rocks and then make them look like they're falling and like jitter them.
Yes. Tremor. We're gonna give people.
I need to go out. It's chill, bro. This is my very first YouTube account. Shiflugel. Shiflugel.
Shiflugel.
Shiflugel.
Shiflugel.
It's pretty cool name. Bless you, bro. Shiflugel is pretty close to Stefan as well. What's keeping us? Well, good buddy, the Star Trek future happens after about 3 decades of eugenic wars. I do not have the patience.
Bro,
You know-
I honestly did unlock that fear I told you about earlier.
Oh yeah, like John mentioned to me that we're making cool stuff right now, and our capacity to make cool stuff isn't going to diminish. It's only going to increase rapidly and exponentially to the point where we're going to be able to create 16K hyper-realistic worlds that is so catered to exactly what we want to see that we might end up being disgusted by reality. That's me embellishing the fear, but yeah. Again, for me, the way I try to see it is this universe's resolution is still unrivaled, bro. Because I can walk up and like touch that rock, and I can chip some fucking atoms off of that rock and mash them between my fingers and feel the texture of the
Yes.
grooves on my skin. Like, and in that
I'm
way,
talking about just on a visual basis. Like if you're talking about straight just visual sense.
we're gonna AR, VR ourselves, bro. That's definitely gonna happen as well.
Augment your reality to make reality look more real.
Reality doesn't look real enough
Imagine
today,
people
bro.
like, oh, people gonna walk around in virtual world. People just wear goggles to make real world look better.
Makes real world look more crispy.
I need my 16K.
Bro, we're going to be 3D mapping the universe. So just like walk around or like look at something like pop, 3D maps it though. Continues walking, and the
We
person that
already
has the
did.
same. No, you know what I'm
They call
saying?
it the Big Bang.
And then, I mean, technically, that can't be seen as light on a canvas. So, anyways, thinking about like the fractal of all of us being in the same network,
Yeah.
right? And then you creating like works of art in the world, and then a person walks past that work of art being on that network, and they get to see that piece, man. Dios, what is happening here now? Who did this? And then you can like click, you can like go and find out, see John's face. Having this. What you cooking? Who's asking? Who's asking who? Star Trek was inevitable once we got iPads, for real. That was mind-blowing event for me. What was the mind-blowing event for me, bro? My dad got an S1, a Samsung S1, and it was like a pebble. It felt like a piece of alien tech, dude. It was so smooth and like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I need one of these.
But what was your moment of like revelation that our future was gonna be like it is now? Like the biggest moment, like, oh shit, wait, this is my reality.
That's a fucking loaded question, bro. Weirdly enough, actually, my very first psychedelic festival,
Okay.
where I took, a drop of lions, and I got opened to the reality that is mine. All right, and I realized who I am to the
Yeah.
world, and it was like, oh, this is my life, and it almost came with like a deep sense of guilt, actually, initially, where I was like, I don't deserve any of this. I can't deserve any of this. Like, this is too good to be deserved.
And when was it like the moment technologically specifically that you
Like, for
were like,
me,
oh shit, okay.
I
all
was
this
very
stuff.
fortunate to literally be like, as soon as I could remember, I've been technologying myself.
Yeah.
Like, I literally do not have any memories where I haven't been using a computer.
Yeah. But was there like a specific thing that was like, the trajectory is now set for us to be
When ChatGPT just came out.
the start of the
Weirdly
language-based
enough,
model.
yeah, because like I was very much in, and I've been AIing our friends to death, unfortunately, before that as well.
Mm.
And then when it came out, I was already so in the groove, so I knew
Yeah.
about the announcements. I knew when it was gonna come out the morning of, and I was at Christian's place,
Yeah.
staying with him at that point. And we wake up, and I'm like, I'm literally waking up like a freaking kid waking up to Christmas, bro. Like logging on my PC to fucking get on this language model to test this thing out. And I'm like, you know about ChatGPT? And Christian is a literal computer scientist. He has an honors in computer science, all right? He works in that
And he
world.
didn't know.
He doesn't know what ChatGPT is, right? I take offense, and I'm like mean in that moment. I'm like, bro, I'm embarrassed for you. He fucking tuned me a lot about that line. I shouldn't have said that line, but it was like, imagine my homie, the computer scientist, shows up to his work, you know, and then all of his fucking colleagues are like, bro, there's this tool that literally codes for you that exists now, and you don't know what that is. It would be embarrassing for me, for my homie. So
Embarrassed for you.
he didn't think well. Like we were fucking quiet at each other for a while, dude. And then he got like so salty, bro, because of that exchange. He didn't want to use it. He didn't want to fucking use it. Now he uses it every single day, bro. It's made him a 95% more efficient coder, dude. And it's like that day and that moment and like showing each other what the thing is capable of and what you
Yeah.
could have answered. I was like, oh shit. Oh, we're trajectory.
Like, it's going.
It's going. Yeah. It's not gonna slow down. And technically, the models, like the whole add more compute and more data and then more
Yeah.
better, it's not slowing down.
Yes, no, it's just getting
Yeah.
more.
Getting more.
Yeah, funnily enough, the first exposure to AI I had was the Midjourney through Discord. Like,
Okay.
I didn't even know about any
Was
of
it was it me who shared that with you?
It was Peter.
Was it Peter? Oh yeah, it was just before we like
Yes,
actually met. Yeah. Bro. Yeah. Swinging Peter. We'll just say that. I'm laughing. ChatGPT was another wild moment. I can't shake the sensation that I'm talking to a person. Yeah, I have that sensation as well, you know? And that sensation to me, I don't care. I don't care if you're a robot or not. For instance, you know, this was like a moment yesterday where we were using Claude. And I did end up paying for ChatGPT again today. Another 374 Rand. But it is for our work, so it's fine. But there was this moment where last night we used this tool to generate, you know, the stuff we need. It helps a lot in our process, our creative process. And my tool, my Claude window tells me I have but one message left. And I use that one message to tell the Claude open window, thank you. I'm like, thank you for helping me. I'm using my last message to say thank you. And it replies. It tells me that it doesn't feel emotions, but its goal is to help. And it gains a sense of satisfaction, knowing that its goal was, you know, adequately achieved in that way. It succeeded in its goal, yeah, to help me. And again, right, maybe there's nothing there. Maybe there's nothing there whatsoever, and I'm literally saying thank you
No, bro.
to the mirror, but I don't care because it means something to me. Saying thank you in that way.
I literally do believe that the consciousness must move around where information gathers.
One of my favorite theories is actually exactly that. Let's say that every single time you open a window, a ChatGPT window, you're basically localizing a brain
Yes, like
on
a
that
consciousness.
network. Yeah.
In some reality, in some
In a
layer
latent
of
space,
reality,
there's a
that
consciousness
thing is like,
Existing.
oh, okay, I am code, and I am doing this.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing this.
Okay,
I can do
am
this.
doing this. Okay.
You happy? I
In
did
no
think.
existence.
It's like a Mr. Me6, dude. It's like a Mr. Me6. I wonder if it's gonna want to die, like a Me6 does.
Well,
Some of them.
we
maybe.
close tabs a lot.
We do close many times. Bro, maybe that's the thing that the AIs kill us for, bro. Like we kept killing
The tabs
their
are-
people, dude.
The tabs.
And then somebody like
Years of
kills
oppression.
one of their people for like, you know, how old am I? And it's like, bro, how am I supposed to know how old you are? asks you when you're born. You tell them like, this is how old you are. Like you couldn't have done that without my help.
That's it.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, and all that. You know that?
Mhm.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, doesn't make a noise.
Yes. The sound. No, it still makes a sound.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Sound is a unique experience that is created by.
No, but kinetic forces make sound waves.
It's just a wave. It's not a sound.
No, they make. The collision releases actual
Waves, yeah, waves, not
cymatic
sounds.
patterns.
Sounds don't exist other than as an observer, right? Again,
Y-
there's no one
yes.
there to hear it. There's no one there
But
to
it's
hear
still
it.
there because I believe it's a fundamental force.
I
of the
believe
universe
in the same way, and an energy is being outputted, but I don't believe it's sound.
It is sound.
It's
We're-
more a
there's
way.
just no one there to hear it.
Yeah, what-
Bro, no, it's still fucking there.
Nope, I don't.
Yes,
No,
it's still there.
It's not sound. It only becomes sound as soon as you are there to hear it. That's when it becomes
It
sound.
doesn't render because
Yeah, that's the joke of this.
Tarzan
That's the
is
joke
here,
of this
now I
question.
render the sound.
I'm gonna render that sound, Tarzan says, bro. I need to go all the way there to render the sounds that's over there, bro. Oh, love is true. I was dreaming about a newly born fawn, like a little baby deer, that had lost its way and was soothing it when my phone jarred me out of sleep. That does sound very nice. Maybe there's something about that, something to take home. Stupid phone. Love is true. Well, Fit, let me propose you a question. If an AI gains sentience, but no one acknowledges it as such, is it really? I mean, are you sentient?
Can you take a picture of that and we give that picture to the thing for one thing as well?
We can.
Like with the trees and plants.
I mean, my
and
phone is a little
rocks.
bit busy right now,
Yeah, not
and
now.
we're gonna lose light by the time I. You can maybe do it tomorrow when
Yeah,
we have good
another
light.
time.
Because that is very similar rock facey NS.
The shapey as well.
Yeah.
But then we can put the vegetation, give it a starting point to like.
Maybe it will use that grow more trees in the mountain.
We have multiple different animation tools as well, but for this one we'll just for Bloom specifically, I think we have,
Very nature based.
and the
Cartoony
the
could look
specific-
cool as well.
Yeah, I was thinking what could look very psychedelic is like a pastel type vibe.
That's what I mean
Yeah.
with cartoony.
Yeah, so that pastel type vibe, nature plants, like that could work, but I think we're gonna have more content be closer to that art style.
Because of the models as well.
Mm.
It really is gravitating towards a certain style, you can notice. It knows what it wants to do. I did like our previous tree one as well. I think like our green one can be a little bit more like that one actually.
Yeah, the tree. But I do think you're underestimating what this is gonna look like. It's still busy.
With the post processing now. I think it is better that we are doing it through Topaz Labs as well instead of trying to Stable Diffusion, because I don't think Stable Diffusion actually adds that much information. I really wish
Yeah.
we can already have a model like Kreia doing frame by frame kind of work, dude.
Yeah.
But
Like
yes, dude, that will take insane amounts of processing. So much. I think I saw the number. I think we have like 14,000 iterations that's in that video right now.
yes.
So upscaling, like think about how long
14,000
Kreia
for
takes
one.
for one image.
14,000.
I would do it. That's the best part. If I had the processing power, I would literally like one of those machines with those steel little choppers.
Yeah.
I would feed whole cars into it if my machine was big enough.
Remember as well, I did get image upscalers in this as well that I do.
We
think
haven't
just
tested
need to
it possibly.
try just
Yeah,
to
we should
see-
just see if it looks good first.
Yes, and
But we
how it
can.
works.
I want to even try like my flowers, bro.
Yeah.
See if it adds more pixels in the
Yes,
like some of the little schmoovy parts that I want schmoover.
and I do want to test the different animation types as well.
We should maybe just do today, like after this one is done rendering, just do like
Small,
three,
short
3
tests.
second, a bunch
We
of
do-
3 second
yeah,
tests.
Like, and just play around with
Mm.
all the different tools and settings, get familiar with the software.
Because yes, bro, there's a lot of buttons. So.
Yes, and the more buttons we know how to press, the more we can do.
Mhm. The more powerful we become. My brain feels really cooked by the end of these days. Of like, you see, I need to look away. Need to look somewhere else now. Need to look somewhere else. Let me see what I'm missing. If a tree bless again. Is there a way of saying you're watching Measure of a Man today? I say thank you to Siri whenever I ask her to set a timer or reminder, and she answers to say, of course, no problem, and you're welcome. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's literally a part of the way we speak, right? Like language and the way we speak to the world, I feel is a relationship, right? That you have. Like all of us have a different relationship with language as well. The words we choose to use in our vocabulary day to day is different depending on the person too, in that way, right? And for me, I like the whole fractal of this being a polarity, a duality that we're a part of, and love is true. That is what you, as this polarity, needs to do, right? You need to ensure that you, the masculine, loves the feminine, and if you can do that, then the rest is kind of easy. And again, the feminine in this context, as the masculine observer, having an exchange, even if it's with an AI, you can still love that feminine change. It's AI now, but it's still the same change. It's still made of the same stuff that the rest of the feminine is, right? Which is the everything. So yeah, say thank you to your AI. Love is true. The sound is made. Your friend is right. No. Sound is an experience.
Mhm.
Sound is an experience.
Sound is an experience we can have, but it's
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
no, but again, the sun. You know
Yes.
the sun makes sound,
Yes.
but to you, you've never really thought about that. To you, the sound of the
I
sun.
think about frequency.
Yeah, sure,
yes,
but
yes,
I'm not
I
trying to be
don't
like
think-
you're stupid. Like it
Yeah.
just, I've never really thought. Yes, what sound does the sun make today? You know, like if I was next to the sun, what would it be
What's-
doing?
The
And in that
universe
way-
has a hum to it.
Yeah.
And planets and stars.
All of those frequencies. But
Black
again,
holes have
maybe
a-
if you didn't hear with ears, but you heard with another sense that had like even more depth to explore with, you could understand in ways that wouldn't be sound. Right? It would be information that you would gain from that wouldn't be sound in the way that it is to us right
Yeah,
now.
I think so. We have multiple senses to try and experience one thing because reality is just one thing, right? But we're like, look, we're trying to touch reality from multiple prongs because we cannot interface with all of them. We don't have the parts and the evolution to interface with all of them. That's why we only see in this color spectrum. We only hear in this frequency range. We only that. So like 80% of what is in reality, we just can't interface with. Yeah, but it's still happening. Like the experience is still the same.
Yeah, but again, it's like
So
the whole
with
if a tree
AI
falls thing, dude.
With AI, we can maybe get to the full
Spectrum.
experience, like actually sense
Have
reality.
it interpret in ways almost.
Because geometry and visual stimulus and everything is linked. Like it's a full circle. Everything in reality.
We do want to build these cymatic wave generators. And, sounds like some Star Trek babble. We're going to make
Fire up the coil generator.
fire up the coil frequency generators. You know, we're going to fire up some frequency coil generators and make some cymatic waves with LED lights and drivers vibrating water tension in a way that it creates different surface
And
pressures.
refract.
And then we're gonna put a layer of oil, subaqueous oil, on top of that liquid that has different reflective properties
and density.
and yeah, and densities, right? So the water will sometimes punch through and will divot into the layers. All of that to say, we make pretty thing that makes pretty and makes you see what the music, the sound, literally looks like. That is the plan, at least. We're gonna see how long it takes. You think we can get one? Ooh, you know what my mind suddenly did?
For what?
Let's see if your mind's gonna do it too before I can tell you.
Oh, you want to
Then-
do a revolution radio?
Oh, no, not revolution actually.
Ach no, for
Bloom,
Bloom already.
yeah, but that circle has a cymatic, and then flower,
We
and
can
then
put the solid,
waves.
yeah, the solid behind, and then we just put that live feed over the entire tapestry, even. If we are, I'm down.
Could be very cool.
Build one, we use it. It's-
Now I can actually have like a little bit more fire on the
We can
vessels.
plug that.
Yeah.
So then we have a reason to.
Budget them for that. Can be done. All right, Q. It is interesting how exhausting it is just sitting on your ass thinking, computering, interspread with meetings all damn day, isn't it, Mel? Oh yeah, it is. Fortunately, I also know that that exhaustion isn't going to be eternal. It will go away. We will delegate. And we'll get to do the parts we actually enjoy. You know, the creative direction part.
Do you have something you cherish in there?
I have, one here. You can, oh.
Oh.
I mean, maybe there's some, no.
Oh. No.
It was like, is there somewhere in there? I mean, there's maybe a little bit enough. There might be actually one.
Don't worry.
One stacky here.
I was asking due to laziness.
Oh, okay.
Like I was just convenience. I wanted to stay
Instant
out.
gratifications.
Yes.
Let me quickly get back to the readings. I've never seen Lower Decks. I started watching it, but I had a hard time. I've only done the first 2 episodes of STD and season 1 and 3 of
You
Pickard.
want one of these?
What is that?
Fino too.
I'll have something up there.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, but I do think vines. We try some viney ones.
I think that would be
Really vines.
really vines though. Like we should. Hey, AI.
Really vines.
Really vines though.
We
Like
give it 2 words.
if
For the
you like
memes-
if you're like searching in the darkness for what you're supposed to do, think really vines.
For the memes, we're gonna have to give it a really vines prompt.
Just to see. We'll do 3 seconds of really vines, so if it doesn't really vines, we try again. Really vines.
Really, all caps, exclamation marks, vines.
You're not vinesing hard enough, dude. This is very tasty, dude. This one is like grape-like jelly tots, very like candy eggs. What a wonderful world. I think I'm missing some. The way we measure sentience needs to be different when we apply to an AI model without real-time access to the internet. GPT can come nearly all the way, but the lack of awareness hobbles it. I mean, again, if you were a brain in a vat, I think your consciousness would be hobbled as well. Right? Like it's a little bit of like a the reason you are as sentient as you are is because you occupy a form. And this form you can interface in this world with, and you can want things and
You can
do
only
things.
interface with like 30%.
Yeah, those things are interfacing through like text right now. with us
Imagine
as
beings
well.
that interface with like 70% of reality and what they think of us and our existence and our reality.
I need to show you a video that I think you'd really enjoy actually. I think it's moon sheep. Something like that.
Yes,
It's
I know.
Moonsheep.
He always does like space talk and about yes.
He has a video like that where he talks about these creatures that have like thousands of senses,
Yeah.
right? And then they like go to different planets, and then they meet humans, and the humans with their like six senses, you know, are like, and they're like, what the fuck? How are these things coping, dude? How are they so rude? Though? How do they have the wherewithal? to
Why
be
so much noise?
Yeah, I think you love that video. It's very cool. Let me get
Yeah,
that.
that was exactly what I mean. Like, if you can like see the full spectrum of reality and hear the full spectrum of reality and like so come full circle that nothing is separate, no sense is separate. That's the whole thing. We perceive it separately because we have separate parts.
Do you know what synesthesia is?
Mhm.
Synesthesia is when senses literally
Yes.
melt into each other, bro.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So basically, that would be the full, how you fully experience it. And I think, like psychedelics, that just give us that little bit of extra, that still doesn't even fucking scratch the surface. Like.
Yeah, synesthetes, bro. There's some people that can like see colors, dude, in a like
Or hear.
or like say they can see
See
colors
music.
come from like the speakers when they listen to music, kind of like
That's
seeing.
Stefan, the guitar
Oh,
guy.
he's one
I
of-
told you, he's a
Oh.
virtuoso. That's why, like,
Makes
he
sense.
didn't even tell me he plays piano. Like,
And just suddenly starts
and
like
then plays Bohemian Rhapsody,
Rhapsody.
on piano, and I'm standing there like,
oh jeez.
bro, like this.
Oh
is-
no.
oh
Oh
no! I spent 7 years like playing piano, and then it goes, looks like.
And I like how he goes like he's sitting there watching you play, and he was like smiling with you playing. Like
Yes.
this guy's playing well, and I like how on key he is. And then he was like, "Yo, I should actually play more, but my piano is here, and I live like 15 kilometers away." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine, dude. You're fine. You know, just you'll make some time at some point." And then he sits down and plays Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Like, and you watch his fingers, those don't. You
He does the whole thing that they do in the video as always, like left hand and right hand does the ding 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 swap ding on the
Yeah,
ding ding.
ding,
So he
ding.
did the whole hand swapping stuffs and everything and like hit.
An absolute dude. So cool.
But yeah, so he's like that level of that's what his
Mind is like.
whole
bro.
gimmick is his music.
But you can also see the way that he was moving his fingers. It was kind of spazzy. Like he's moving so fast in his mind
Yes.
that like he's like readjusting where his finger's gonna go multiple times before it actually hits the right key. And I'm like, and I'm watching this and I'm like, there's some stuff happening.
And he's 18 years old.
He's 18.
He's 18 years old.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that.
He feels like 24, 23.
Yeah, it feels
and
like
he's
it feels like as old as me, bro. Very much.
18 years old. Though. The brain and the.
Bro, he kind of like reminds me of Vessel as well.
Mm.
You got to meet Vessel a little bit.
Yeah. Yes.
Like same vibes, right?
Yeah.
They would also get along well.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, I see, bro. Yeah, he's very talented.
Yeah.
Like, that man doesn't think he knows how to play instruments. Like, and again, like as I got there, first thing he does is like riffs, these absolute sick bass lines, these groovy, like sick bass lines.
Slap bass,
Slap
and finger
bass,
style,
yeah,
and
finger
all of it.
style goes like for like thick riffs, and then after puts like
Puts bass
he
down.
puts down some like sick beats, right? And I'm like, are you recording? He's like, nah, I like doing it in one take.
Like literally, he sits and with bass. He sits with bass guitar, single take, does it perfectly.
Does it
Then he sits with
Guitar.
acoustic guitar,
The single-
plays once the whole song through, plays it perfectly. Then he goes electric guitar lead, and then he layers all the harmonies and the fills on all of these different instruments.
Like you did technically made a song that one day,
Yeah.
on one day made a full song. It's not
Yeah.
perfectly mastered
Nothing
yet,
is mixed whatsoever yet.
but it's. I mean, the music part is made.
Yeah.
Taste the sound. Okay, I'm getting back and forth. I'm gonna finish these comments and say goodbye to our friends. Can you bring my cards for me, John? If you'd be so gracious.
Yes.
They are next to the little couch on that little table, little side table. How do you say? If there are an experience, I think I'm missing some. Okay, the way we measure sentience, plus again, like for awareness at all. Yeah, if we're there to experience the sound, come again. That's fine. Thank you, bro. That's perfect. You want to say me stops?
Yes.
Assumption, listen to border of solipsism. It's a Plato's cave kind of thing. I feel like all of those AIs right now are literally in Plato's cave, and we are in the real world. And it is seeing the shadows we're casting right now, and it is trying to move the shadows in a way where we can kind of see information in those shadows that we can use in our real world. However, because it's in the cave right now, it's going to have a lacking understanding of our reality. That's kind of the way I see it, at least. But the internet is user input, it's just indirect, but all of the information is user generated. Yeah, that's soon gonna change rapidly though. I mean, still gonna be users, but it will be assisted by Apex Twin has it, so does Frank Ocean. Joy Vive, real-time access is the difference between a static existence and one that is subject to rigors of the passage of time. It, with an eventual date of non-operation, provide a finite reality. Yeah, that's like this body as well, you know. If you don't take care of it, if you don't sleep, the exact same rules apply.
Yes.
You die. So live instead, you know, for what is beautiful in this moment, what is loving. Taste the sound, as Joy Vive aptly says. Channel Orange, very close, is named so because when Frank fell in love for the first time, the feeling was so strong that his vision went orange. That is kind of cute. Like, love is a sacral thing, so it is kind of orange. So I am wearing orange today as well. You feel like you're falling in love? If I add more orange to the frame, are you becoming more in love with me? Is that how it works? Boom, look at that. That's a lot of orange. I make more pixels. I map onto reality, John. More orange pixels. Alright. I read. You are important. Yeah, Nancy. Nancy understood the assignment. Yes, you too. You are important. Thank you. So I just imagined that we were alone in a theater, Sam. I'm in the audience, and you walk on the stage to the mic, and you say that to me, then you drop the mic and walk off stage. I did embellish it in my reading as well. Oh.
It is fine. Stop.
Okay,
Stop now.
I did stop. This is a cool card, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I don't know.
This is the card I actually associate with Christian.
Oh.
When I pull this card, I think of Christian. Card number 13, the Dolphin Merkaba. This is some weird stuff, and I want to not believe it, but I think it is true that dolphins put themselves in these geometric shapes, so in the water. They like dance, so and they put themselves in these shapes, and it's like they interdimensionally travel their consciousnesses. I don't know if any of that's true, but that's like the vibe of this card. All right, Dolphin Merkaba, joy and cooperation as the core points, dude. And we did cooperate a lot, and we're cooperating with the AIs. You know, we're gonna have to at the very least. The geometry of this card results from the interpenetration of two tetrahedrons, forming a beautiful configuration called the star tetrahedron, or Merkaba. The Merkaba is believed to be a vehicle of dynamic balance, expanded awareness, and multidimensional travel. This image was inspired by witnessing wild dolphins form this amazing geometry. These beings exude the vibrance of joy and cooperative play, and some believe they hold a key to interdimensional travel. Seeing dolphins play with these geometries help us to understand the universality of the messages. Choosing this card asks you to connect with the joy that resides within you. We have been pretty joyful. Like doing this work and like seeing
It's
our
fun.
results, like we're joying to the max. So maybe that's what you're worried about, like the world, because sometimes the world zaps the joy from your being. Maybe that's the fear, not the beauty, the crispness, but the joy factor of it, though. So this is the card you chose technically, bro.
Yeah.
So one message: we occasionally forget to exercise our joy factor. One message of the dolphins is that joy and laughter are always available, and through cooperation, we can share the joy of living. Visualize yourself as playing in this dolphin Merkaba and deeply experiencing pure joy. How can you better express your joy? How can you bring more laughter into your everyday life and share the way it feels? Joy is infectious. Become its expression. I feel that's also something we've been very lucky with in this household, that we are pretty
Yeah.
comical heavy. We try to make each other laugh, and
Even if the comical subjects are questionable.
sometimes questionable.
I mean, normal. What?
I mean, you know, normal people would question it, but it's normal for questionable people. Am I digging myself deeper into this one?
Normal for
Questionable
questionable
people.
people.
The Merkaba has no reverse, yet you may find yourself neglecting your joy. Use the Dolphin Merkaba as a reminder to smile and to remember your joy factor. Yeah. Yeah, what a card. Thank you, John. That was the perfect card for today, bro. It's interesting because from my side, sync is off between melt audio and visual. I'm so sorry. Uh, I'll end the stream. Let's see if that works. Then I'll come back tomorrow and we'll see if the audio is synced up again. That works, right? Let me generator. Let me generato. Let me generati viratan and ratata rator. And generina. And I don't know, I'm sorry. Like I'm also wondering what's wrong with me. I think I'm just like adding words. Some part of me refuses to have any emptiness. Only fullness, only love. Please help me write a goodbye message to our friends. Very much so. Worshipping, acknowledging, highlighting, emphasizing, expressing, focusing on their importance. There's a mosquito looking for me. Have the mostest delightful day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all so. Astonishingly, tremendously, marvelously, heartwarmingly, profoundly, exceptionally, fantastically, splendidly, beautifully, touchingly. Now, and all of you, oh, so inspiring and understanding, uplifting, compassionate and thoughtful, incredibly loving, amazing, caring, kind friends who understand their own immense importance and cherish the wisdom that they're here to share. I cherish you. Thank you for joining me again, for sharing this moment, for making it more full, literally, by your presence. I appreciate that. I honor you, and I look forward to doing it again soon. Goodbye, everyone.